It's 2022, Flat Out RC YouTube channel is back, and today we are at the Northern Flying Group at the first IMAC event. We're going to take a look at the sights, the sounds, and of course the characters around the IMAC scene, so follow me. I'm here with Michael Andrisic, the president of the Scale Aeros Association here in Australia. So he's in charge of IMAC. Michael, what's IMAC all about?
Yeah, hi Andrew, thanks for coming, mate. Yeah, no, IMAC's all about scale aerobatics, taking scale replicas of real aerobatic planes and flying scale sequences. So we fly 5 different classes: basic, sportsman, intermediate, advanced and unlimited, and obviously getting more and more complicated as we go up. So great turnout today over here as well with our first comp for the year, and we also have a freestyle part of this as well, which we'll do later tonight. We've got a couple of young guns that are pretty good at the freestyle, a 4-minute freestyle to music, which is pretty interesting. So
it's all about precision here at the IMAC event. We've got the judges out on the flight line. It's all starting to hot up. Nice day for it, Michael.
Absolutely beautiful.
And as Michael said, good turnout as well. IMACers in the wild. As you can see, a lot of them struggle to remember what they're doing, so they all need to help each other to try to remember the sequences. When people fly IMAC sequences, they generally fly pretty far away, so you can get that angle of your eye sort of right, so you can judge your precision of your maneuvers a lot better. It makes it very difficult to shoot video of, so I'll try my best. So here it goes. What does a pilot need to do when they come to an IMAC event? Well, just spoke to Michael Andrisic. He said that each pilot will do about 6 flights over the weekend, so over a 2-day period, and they'll do their sequence twice. So they'll do 2 sequences back to back. That's a big reason why most pilots here, well, every pilot here is flying a gas or a petrol powered plane. No electrics here because you just won't have that flight time to get the 2 sequences in. You're roughly looking at maybe 4.5 minutes per sequence, depending on the sequence. So gas powered planes, petrol powered planes are what is being seen here. Lots of flights, got to stay on your toes. Now, as you can see, the IMAC planes came in a lot of shapes and sizes, and of course lots of colours. Now, when it comes to flying IMAC, you've got to fly a scale plane. It's got to be a scale aerobatic plane. So we're talking extras, edges, yaks, those kind of models. If you're into aerobatics, you know what I'm talking about. Generally, most competitors are flying larger size planes. We're talking 60cc and up. 120cc planes seem to be really popular, but of course those 3 metre, 150cc, 200cc powered planes are pretty good to fly IMAC because we're flying precision here. So the bigger the plane, the better it flies, especially if the conditions start to change a fair bit. What brands are we looking at predominantly? Extreme Flight lasers, plenty of Extreme Flight lasers. We're seeing Pilot RC, we're seeing composite planes, we're seeing Krills, Gold Wings, anything of that larger scale aerobatic size. And as you can see, you can pick which one suits your fancy. Colours, styles, shapes. As long as it's a scale aerobatic plane, you can bring it to the IMAC event. wild. As you can see, the pilots still can't remember their sequence. That's why they need a helper to tell them exactly what to do. Uncle Mark Sills, one of the most popular guests on the Flat Out RC podcast. Good to see you, Mark. What are you doing today?
Flying IMAC, been upgraded to Sportsman. I'm not going too well, but yeah, you've got to learn. And IMAC's a great place to do it. Pushes your skills.
You're the president here at the Northern Flying Group, aren't you?
Yes, I am, correct.
How's everything going at the club?
Perfect. Mode, great weather. There's no wind, which is very unusual if you ask the IMAC guys. Guys in the canteen whipping up burgers and dim sims. Everyone's having fun. And the sun's gone in, which is a little bit better. It's a bit warm day.
More IMACers in the wild. They're trying to remember the sequence that they're supposed to be flying. Will Cameron Sexton be able to remember it? I doubt it. Harrison,
Yes.
you're here helping Balint
Yes.
get his plane ready. What are the challenges that you face with Balint's plane?
Well, first of all, getting the batteries in is a very tough challenge. You have to somehow reach in front of the fuel tank, get the Velcro around them. It's not easy. And second, the biggest challenge, the ignition pack dies after 3 flights. So every time he flies it, he has to take off the canopy, take the batteries out, charge the ignition pack and put it back in every flight.
He's also got 3 canopy bolts out of 4.
3 canopy bolts?
He's got 3. I gave him 4 just before, and I think he dropped one, and he's got 3.
So Cameron and Harrison, what you're telling me is that Balint is extremely disorganised
Yes.
and hasn't prepared himself well enough for this event.
Absolutely.
Another IMACer in the wild. I think it's a Mexican. No, wait. It's Stevie Melkman. Aero modelling legend Stevie Melkman here. Question for you. Do you have to have a hat like that to fly IMAC?
It's optional, but it's preferred.
And Stevie, how's your flying been going?
Yeah, not too bad. Look, I just flew my first double and I got through it quite okay. I did have a bit of an issue with one of my manoeuvres in my first round, but look, that's what a first round's for. You got to have a throwaway somewhere. But apart from that, look, I'm quite happy with how I'm going. I put in some practice leading up to the event and it's paying off.
That was pretty good.
How's your plane go?
It's okay, but it's pissing fuel, the baffling's coming off, and the undercarriage is leaning a bit. Which is a beauty, isn't she? Look at this thing. Marvellous.
He reckons it's a beauty. Balint, tell me about the baffling here. Looks like you're a builder extraordinaire.
I'm an artist at what I do. As you can see, I've coloured it in with black texture because it bubbled like crazy. The bottom part has come a little bit loose, but the top half is holding, so hopefully it holds out for the weekend.
What's it made out of?
Foam. 5mm foam, spray painted black with Gorilla Glue.
Balint's added a bit of scale detail with the weathering on the tail, or is that just the toxic oil spitting out of the DA50?
This plane doesn't give a crap about global warming, you know?
What do we have here? That's on an IMAC plane. I reckon I know whose it is. Let's go and find him. Oi, Harrison! Did you bring a foamy to an IMAC event?
Yeah, I did.
If you've been listening to the Flat Out RC podcast, you probably heard me mention the name Brad Worm, the worm person, Wormy. This is him. Brad,
Yeah.
I just spoke to Riley. Riley Sills, freestyle extraordinaire. He said you're the main competition. Mm-hmm. How are you placed with freestyle at the moment?
Not sure.
The boys are getting ready to start up. Balint just forgot that it's a petrol plane. You actually have to start it. He thought it was an electric plane.
I can hear you.
IMACers in the wild. They meditate a lot before their flights to make sure that they're ready. Cameron.
Hello, Andrew.
Harrison.
Hello.
Thanks for that. Gavin Sexton. How are you?
I'm good, Andrew. How are yourself?
First IMAC event.
Loving it.
Are you competing today?
Yes, I am.
You are?
I am.
Congratulations. What are you competing in?
Just basic.
With what? What plane?
Extreme Flight Laser 104 inch.
104. So you've joined the laser crew. Everybody seems to have them.
They are breeding here.
It's, breeding as fast as COVID, so well done. How much practice have you put in?
Not a lot, and it's showing, but you know what? I'm in it for the long haul, so
Are you going to win?
no.
IMACers in the wild. See? They work in groups of 3s. Beware. Today's event is being held at the Northern Flying Group. The Northern Flying Group is located here in Victoria, Australia. just not too far from the Melbourne International Airport, probably about a 30-minute drive north of the airport. Now, the Northern Flying Group, the special thing about this field is it's actually owned by the VMAA, the State Association for Model Flying. And I'm a big supporter of these initiatives where they've purchased land around the state to ensure that we have a place to go and fly as development happens in suburban areas. So the Northern Flying Group, the club here that manages the field, and headed by Mark Sills, which we'll catch up with shortly. But great facilities here at the Northern Flying Group. Good clubhouse, great runway, good car parking space. Just what we want to see at a flying club. Judging here at the IMAC events is done by the competitors. They rotate turns to sit in the judges box and judge each other, but they're not judging each other in the same category. They're obviously judging other categories, so there's no confusion or guesswork as to who's performing the best on the day. Michael, I've noticed that a lot of the IMACers can't remember their sequences and they get their little stick planes out to practice.
Yep.
Is it because you've all got bad memories or that you just struggle with things in general?
We're all getting old, right? But having said that, part of IMAC is not just our normal yearly sequences, it's our unknown sequence. So you can see that there. The first time I saw that was this morning when it was handed out. And we're going to fly that shortly. So I need to learn roughly how to do it so that when my caller talks to me, I've got half an idea. So that's why we've got our stick planes out, to try and work this out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like my answer better, that you've all got bad memories.
Well, we do have bad memories, but yeah.
It's great to be back at a flying field. It's been a while. Sorry for the delay, but I've really enjoyed my day here, catching up with mates, having a look at the IMAC competition, seeing what's going on. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. Now, if you want to get involved with IMAC, they'd love to have you get on board with the movement around the world. If you're here in Australia, visit scaleaeros.com.au for more information, events all around the country. Get involved. Talk to you soon.